Good morning, everybody. My prayers have been answered. My complaints have been received. And this morning, we are getting some project rebalance changes to Hunter Rumours, namely trying to make Adept and Expert better, but it's also making Master Rumours better as well. Let's get right into the changes. Okay, so Ornis and Service, these are the two for Adept. Akko and Tekko, these two are for Expert Rumours, and Wolf, this is for Master Rumours. For the Adept Rumours, they've both removed Barb-tailed and Prickly Kebbits. These are both Deadfall, where you have to set up the trap and let the rock fall down. One of the worst tasks, one of the slowest tasks. I've been basically begging them to remove it, and yeah, they're both gone. Very nice. In addition, they've also added a couple of higher level tests because Adept Rumours only require 57 Hunter, but now you'll get a couple of, I guess, higher level unlocks as you get closer to 71 for Experts. Ornis will now be able to give Red Salamanders and Red Chinchampas, and Service will be able to give Sunlight Moths and Red Chinchampas. For the Experts, they are removing Razorbacked Kebbits. This is a tracking Hunter Rumour where you have to use like the little noose wand to go and find the little hole and all that stuff. You don't have to do tracking anymore. In addition, they're also removing Pyrofoxes from Akko, which means you can't get Pyrofoxes at the at the Expert level anymore. And also, they're removing Orange Salamanders from Tekko. Very bizarre. I'm not really sure about this. I think this change is very weird. This was like legitimately one of the fastest tasks in Tekko's list. So yeah, I'm a little surprised they're doing that. However, they're also adding, again, a couple of higher level tasks. For Akko, they're giving Tekku Salamanders and Moonlight Moths. And for Tekko, they're giving Herbivore and Sunlight Moths. So you can actually start doing Herbivore as early as Expert Rumours now. Finally, for Wolf, they are removing Sunlight Moths. It doesn't look like a massive change, but it's actually removing yet another task, which means that you can bring your master block list down to like a really small amount of tasks. And that's actually a pretty massive change. I think this might be the most substantial change to the list. Okay, so for optimal rates, you will need to redo your block list. Luckily, the OSRS wiki is actually updated with the new available ones. So let's kind of just quickly go over what a block list could look like for every single master. With the removal of Sunlight Moss, there's only 8 tasks available for the master level, which means that with 5 blocks, you can actually bring it down to like just 3 tasks that you have to do of these. So like, let's say we block Moonlight Antelope, Sunlight Antelope, Herbivore, Moonlight Moths, and Sunlight Moths, something like that, for example. Or no, we don't need to block Sunlight Moths. We can block like Red Chinchampas or something like that. We would be left with Red Salamanders, Dashing Kebbits, and Tekku Salamanders. That is a pretty damn good list. I think Master Rumours now are very powerful. This was a really strong change to remove Sunlight Moths. In addition, there's something else I want to note, that because Herbivore has been added to the Expert Rumours, it's easier to use an Expert to block it, but you'll have to use your Novice to block Moonlight Antelope instead. So just keep that in mind. You will be able to block both of these, but you'll have to use Novice for one of them. So if you are 91 Hunter, I'm pretty sure this is going to be the fastest. Again, this is a pretty insane list right here. It's pretty much only good tasks. And again, it's kind of up to you. You get 5 blocks and there's only 8. So just choose whichever 3 you basically want to do. Let's say you want to do Herbivore. You could, do Herbivore for the pet and like do that. Maybe you want to do Red Chins for the pet. You could do that and block like, I don't know, like Red Salamander. So it'd just be like Red Chins, Herbivore, and Dashing Kebbit. That's a good list too, Okay, Experts are a little bit funky. We got Akko and Tekko. One thing that's interesting to note is that Akko has 11 available and Tekko has only 10 available. Pyrofoxes can no longer be assigned, which is good, and you can only get Orange Salamanders now from Akko. As for blocks, you should have 4 blocks. So I believe you'll be doing a Sabertooth Kebbits, Sabertooth Kyats as a block, probably Sunlight Antelope, unless you need them for Sunfire Splinters or you're trying to go for a Crossbow Bolt. And then the last one really just depends, I think, on which master you're using. If you're using Tekko, you would probably block Sunlight Moths. If you're using Akko, you probably block Moonlight Moths. As for what master you want to use, I personally think it just comes down to, do you want to do Herbivore or not? If you want to do Herbivore, you're probably going to use Tekko, who can assign it. Otherwise, you're better off sticking to Akko and just like blocking Moonlight Moths if you don't want to do them. This would leave you with Tekku Salamanders, Red Chins, Red Salamanders, Dark Kebbits, Gray Chins, and Orange Salamanders. I think Orange Salamanders is just a really good task. You should add this back to Tekko if they want to make it a little bit more balanced, I think. It's also good to know that if you have a not completed Eagle's Peak, Your list is looking pretty damn good. It's like Dashing Kebbits, Red Salamanders, Dark Kebbits, and Orange Salamanders, something like that. It's actually a really, really solid list. Will you have to do Techo Salamanders? Yes, but that's only at 79. So if we include this also, so like right when you hit 72, for example, you won't be able to do these. Chins are already blocked. Plus you have the 4 blocks, Kebbits, Kyats, Sunlight Antelope, and maybe something else too. Maybe you block like something else, but like you would literally just be doing Orange Salamanders, Dark Kebbits, Red Salamanders, and like Dashing Kebbits. So that's 2 Salamanders, two Salamanders, 2 Falconry tasks. It's actually like experts are really, really good at 72 now. If you haven't done Eagle's Peak, I don't know. I don't really like. I don't know if I like that trade off. Where right now I still feel like or not completing Eagle's Peak is like really, really powerful because you're basically getting like 2 extra blocks. Yeah, I hope that they change that. I don't know. I don't know what to do with Chinchampas. Maybe there just needs to be like an enable or something like that. But like it is kind of weird because like it's not like a toggle or anything like that. Once you've completed Eagle's Peak, you have these Chinchampa tasks unlocked. And I guess like it's up to you. If you want to do Chins, you can. But personally, I think I would still like hold off on doing Eagle's Peak if you can, just because like yeah, it's 2 free blocks basically. If you did want to do Herbivore instead, pretty simple. You'll just do Herbivore and then you'll block like Sunlight Moths instead. Sunlight Moths are kind of trash, but the nice thing is that this keeps you just to Chinchampas, Dark Kebbits, Red Salamanders, Red Chins, Dashing Kebbit, and Herbivore. Honestly, this is actually really good if you want to specifically go for pets. If you're trying to do Hunter Rumours, we'll also go for the Chinchampa pet as well as the Herbivore pet. This is actually really, really nice. Just because, again, you're doing 2 Chin tasks and you're doing Herbivore, and then the rest is just Falconry and Red Salamander. It's actually not a bad list either. Again, if you block this as well, it would just be like Herbivore, Dashing Kebbit, Dark Kebbit, Red Sally. That's actually a pretty good one too if you don't mind doing Herbivore. I actually think this might, on second thought, I actually kind of like this too. You're doing Dark Kebbits, Red Sallies, Dashing Kebbit, Herbivore. It's pretty good, pretty good. You can add Chins if you want. Again, well, not if you want, obviously. You can't like retroactively go back and not do Eagle's Peak, but like, Chins aren't the worst, okay? It's a decent task. Okay, Adept is probably the funkiest. Again, the big things that they've removed Barbtail Kebbits and they've also removed Prickly Kebbits. These are both Deadfall ones and they suck. Very, very happy to see these gone. Thank God. As for the available lists, Service has 12 available. Ornis has 10 available, but I think Ornis are slightly worse. For blocks, I would probably be blocking Sabertooth Kebbits and Pyre Foxes. I think these are the worst, and with the new Ring of Pursuit has a 100% chance of revealing the path, so you do have to do Razorback Kebbits. It's not the worst. Most importantly, only Service can give it to you. So if you're doing Ornists, works out. As for the remaining tasks, I think if you have done Eagle's Peak, you should probably go ahead and do Ornis. This way you'll have Red Sallies, Red Chins. You won't get Dark Kebbits. You will get Kyats. You will get Orange Sallies, Spotted Kebbit, which is Falconry, Jerboas, Snowy Knight, and Larupias. So Larupias and Kyats kind of suck, but if you don't mind doing Deadfall, it's not the worst. This does give you access to 2 Chin tasks, though. So it's not that bad. You basically just have to stomach doing Larupias and Kyats. As for Service, you'll have access to, there's a lot. There's Sunlight Moths, Red Chins, Dark Kebbits, Gray Chins. You will get Razorback Kebbits, but you also get Orange Sallies, Black Warlocks, Spotted Kebbits, Groks, and Swamp Lizards. So Service isn't the worst, but you'll have to do Razorback Kebbits and Horned Groks. I think those are probably the 2 like outliers. I guess Moths are kind of bad too. If you haven't done Eagle's Peak, luckily you'll have Red Chins, Gray Chins, and Jerboas blocked. This brings both lists down quite a bit. You'll have Swamp Lizards left for Service. These 5 right here for Service: Horned Groks, Spotted Kebbits, Black Warlocks, Orange Sallies, and Razorback Kebbits. Of which really only Spotted Kebbits and Orange Salamanders are good. You won't get Kyats, but you will get Dark Kebbits, and you won't get Red Salamanders. That's why I don't know if I really, really like Service. I think I prefer Ornis even in this situation too, because this way with Ornis you'll have Red Sallies, Sabertooth Kebbits, Orange Sallies, Spotted Kebbits, Snowy Knight, and Larupia. So you will probably do Kyats and Larupias, which are kind of annoying, but the rest aren't that bad. It's literally just Falconry and Salamander. So I think that's kind of where I'm leaning towards. I'm going to be doing Ornis and then just suffer through Larupias and Kyats. And then Novice is unchanged. You can still have access to everything, which means that Novice is still really, really bad at level 46. I probably wouldn't do Novice Rumours at 46. I think they're really bad. Probably wait till Adept. Okay, final thoughts on these rebalances, because I think that they have said that this is supposed to be like the last iteration. I am generally pretty okay with it. I think that I want to play around with the Adept to see how they feel a little bit. I kind of like now that there's a little bit more diversity in your blocks, and I think you can kind of choose what you want to do because everybody's got their favorites. Some people might like doing deadfall. Some people might really like doing like pitfall traps. I don't think anybody likes doing deadfall. It's really, really slow. And I like that you can kind of like choose your master based on what tasks you like and then block. I don't know. I think right now it's probably okay. I think it should just bring back orange salamanders for Techo. And if they add that, I think that makes things pretty damn good. Masters again. Masters look really, really good right now. Boiling it down to just 3 tasks is like really, really powerful. If you do want to see more about Hunter Rumours, I stream every morning Pacific Standard Time, and I am currently working on a new hardcore that's rushing Hunter Rumours, specifically so I can get all the rewards from Hunter early on my Iron Man account. I'm going to be starting Adept tasks just today, and I'm probably going to be streaming right after this goes live, so check it out on Twitch or YouTube. Let me know what you guys think. Good luck setting up your block list for hopefully the last time, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.